Welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report with Dennis Papadatos. I'm Ron Clay. Coach, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. You guys are up at the New York State Collegiate at Cornell, the championships, I should say. Michael Hughes able to win a championship for you guys. How about his performance? How about your team's performance?
His performance, he wrestled well. I was really happy with him in the finals. I thought he was a little tentative before the finals. I believe he could have dominated a little more, but he's made gains on getting closer to reaching his potential. So I'm pretty happy that he can, win the field with what I think he's still going on 70%. You know what I mean? So when he gets to 100, hopefully, it'll be a big change. But obviously we're happy. He won it twice. He won it last year, and he won it in, his finals match was pretty fun to watch, and we're really happy for him. He's a team captain, and he leads by example, not just winning and everything. The overall team performance, we had some injuries. Some guys had couldn't compete for certain reasons. Obviously, 33 was still out. In fact, today is his first day back practicing, so we're hoping that everything's gonna be okay, so we can start getting him back soon. Doubtful for the grapple, but hopefully very soon after. 41 had some. He was the number overall returning champ, the overall #1 seed, to the point where in the seeding meeting they didn't even know who to seed to. He was that. Everyone felt he was that far ahead of everyone. And he had some things he had to deal with, and we had to pull him out of the tournament. He didn't wrestle, so that hurt. Not having Jamel Hudson, and Bobby Fair, we kept him out at 65, but he'll be back at the grapple, and Jamel should be back at the grapple as well. I felt like we, underperformed a little bit, but the fight was there. So as I told the guys, obviously I'm disappointed. We definitely are better than we showed as a team, but I don't think there's a reason that no one's mad. We're just, the best thing I can say, and I counsel with people that have been very successful coaches that were my coaches and my friends that I've coached with, and a lot of picking at the brain of what I thought happened and what's going on, and everyone's like, it's a process, Dennis, and you tried skipping steps last year because you had to for different reasons, and we successfully managed to do what we wanted to do last year, but we skipped some steps, and the process doesn't let you skip them. So we have to go through some of the lows that we avoided last year because I kind of dodged them a little bit and put them on the shelf, but they're reminding me that they're there and they're unavoidable. So I don't think we're doing anything wrong. I don't think the guys are doing anything wrong. In fact, their mindset and camaraderie with each other is at an all-time high. So we're not panicking, and we're going to be all right. So it wasn't a horrible day. We could have been better, and we will be.
And Frank Affronti and Jelani Calendar also had some pretty high finishes. Your entire team finished 7th. Has it really been those two wrestlers as two of the most consistent wrestlers on your team, would you say?
For sure. We expected, coming in, I thought both of them could win it. So, obviously, but, Frank had a rough quarterfinal match, and then he wrestled that kid, he loses to a kid 7-5, and then he tech falls him in the first period when they wrestled like 5th and 6th, beats him 16-0 in 3 minutes. It's like, you could have did that in the quarterfinals, you know what I mean? Jelani got a little banged up. Yeah, he should be okay for the grapple, but he lost to a tough Division III kid that actually beat the number 12 kid in the country right after he beat him, and the Army kid. And like I said, he wasn't really 100%. He wrestled back for the team to get team points. That's why we forfeited for 5th and 6th, just because at that point it wasn't worth it. It wasn't going to mean anything, so we sat him out. But yeah, he's been consistent. Obviously he took 3rd last year. The weight class was a little harder this year. Put a little bit of an injury in, and it is what it is. But he's been consistent, and he's been grinding, and he's again one of our leaders. And same with Frank. I'm happy with his rebound. He was really, really devastated when he lost in the quarterfinals. Devastated, and then he struggled a little bit and got through, and then wrestled not a very good match against a Columbia kid, and then kind of put it all together. And he's in the right place. He's in the right place.
Now this week you guys are at Madison Square Garden. You take on Princeton in Maryland. Any preparation changes this week going forward in practice? Anything you're trying to work on differently, or has it just been the same thing almost every week?
Zero changes, because that's what we talked about yesterday, that Chicken Little, the sky isn't falling. You know what I mean? Like, you got to go through your lows, you got to take your process, and it's just about being tough and taking it on the chin as much as you can, and being able to take more punches that the world or the wrestling world or whatever it is can throw at you, and you'll be all right. So as we said, we know we're not doing anything wrong. It's training. We know that the guys have the right mindset. We know that they're putting the effort forth. So as long as you stay consistent, the results will come. Sometimes it's just testing you to see if you truly believe. So we're not changing anything, business as usual, keep it consistent. If we feel like we're doing things wrong, we would change, because we don't have an ego like that, like, hey, I'm always up for suggestions, but none of us feel like we are, and the guys don't either. So sticking with it and just continue to believe, and looking forward to when our time will come. The plan is to have it this weekend, obviously, in the world's greatest arena.
And obviously Thursday, Thanksgiving, you telling any of your guys to do something differently maybe in the preparation for Thanksgiving to try and stay on weight for the tournament?
Not really. We're doing something interesting. We're actually taking Thanksgiving off, and we were always doing that well before even before our first competition. Where, to be honest, we're struggling a little more with the result than I expected to be at this point, and I'm always an optimist. So then sometimes I got to take that in consideration, that I always believe in more than what's going on, but. So we always wanted to take Thanksgiving off to give especially the local guys. We're going to practice Wednesday, they're going to go home, and then we practice Friday at 3. So we practiced yesterday, which usually is a day off, the day after competition, but we actually got on the mat, rolled around a little bit, got the weekend out of us. Today we're going to go hard, tomorrow we're going to go hard, and then Thursday we're actually going to take off. So the guys, we're going to talk about it today, about making sure, keeping their weight under control, probably going for a run, keeping their sweat in, but it's good for them to hit the reset button, go see their families, and get away from, us. They'll be gone for a good 48 hours, so from Wednesday afternoon until Friday afternoon, and then Friday we'll get back. Friday practice, Saturday get our weight, ready, Sunday compete.
And Sunday is at Madison Square Garden. I mentioned it before, Princeton and Maryland. What do you see in those two squads, and what do you think that your squad has to do to maybe pull out a couple wins in both those matches?
I don't think we need to do anything more than we're capable of. We beat them both last year, and we actually were forfeiting a weight to Maryland when we beat them. And the good news is with Maryland, we're actually forfeiting to a real good guy. So it's not that I think our guy can beat him, but he's also a pinner. So the fact that we have to give up 6 points, there was a chance that it was possible of happening anyway. So you take that into consideration. Princeton is a lot better than they were last year, a lot. They're actually as far as I'm concerned, one of the most improved teams in the country I've seen. So. We don't need to change anything. We did the matchups. We believe we can win with forfeiting 33. Again, that's one that we don't like forfeiting, because our guy's pretty good there, but he hasn't competed yet this year. So it is what it is. We're expecting for our results to start coming. Winning both matches is possible. It'll be a little more challenging with some of the struggles that we're going through right now and forfeiting, but it's possible, and that's where we're moving forward, and that's the attitude you have to have. So it should be exciting, for sure.
Thanks for the time. Good luck on Sunday.
Appreciate having me. Happy Thanksgiving. And look forward to seeing everyone on Sunday at the grapple.
You too, Coach. W.B. Mason Coaches Report. Thank you for watching on GoHofstra.com.